Education is the key to unlocking the world. A passport to freedom. Oprah Winfrey. When I was 3, I read The Deep Blue Sea by Audrey Wood. After reading that book, I had so many things to write about. I couldn't wait to learn how. Once I started writing, I just couldn't stop. I wrote even when nobody told me to. If no one would play with me on the playground, I'd be okay with it because I'd pull out my second friend, my notebook, and write about what happened during the summer or about some of my favorite ice cream flavors and some of my favorite foods. Sometimes, if I had enough time, I would draw an illustration of my personal narratives. I was 9 when I wrote my first book, Importance of Literacy. Literacy sparks imagination and the ability to make daily informed decisions. When I came up with a brilliant idea, I first wrote the ideas on index cards. So they wouldn't fly around, I glued them to bigger pieces of paper and stapled those together. My love of writing came from my love of reading. Can you imagine? My great-grandmother, who grew up in Kenya, never went to school because women were not allowed to go to school then, and she never learned to read. Even today, it is still true that many children in Kenya are not in school to learn to read. In fact, according to UNICEF, only 1 in 3 10-year-olds globally are estimated to be able to read and understand a simple written story. Truly, children's visions and dreams are snatched away by lack of literacy. This is a threat to global and national development. I was 4 when I first went to Kenya. On the way to the zoo one day, I was looking around. I didn't see any animals lingering about, but I saw a little girl around my age sitting on the sidewalk with a book upside down. I asked her if she was okay. She said that she was going to the zoo tomorrow, didn't know any of the animals' names, and couldn't read. I couldn't read her book either because the words were so small. So I got my 3 Little Pigs book. We read my book together. I sounded out the words and she repeated them. Teaching her to read was better than any zoo experience. I felt inspired. She smiled from ear to ear and skipped home. After that, I wanted to help more people just like her. So I started a nonprofit student initiative, the One Student, One Book, One Dream movement at Faith Kenya Mission. Our goal is to put books in the hands of everyone to fight illiteracy. And the problem is not just in Kenya. It's all over the world, including right here in Massachusetts. According to the Massachusetts Library's Board of Commissioners, lack of literacy skills affects economic productivity, health, community development, and the welfare of children. They say on the website, low literacy impacts the full functioning of our democracy and growth of our economy. So, I do book drives at my school. We go to public libraries for their book sales and receive donations. I have sent about 240,000 books to over 45 schools in Kenya, and also to homeless shelters and families in need here in Massachusetts. According to UNESCO, globally, over 773 million people lack basic literacy skills. I want to make this number drop to 0, and by 2024, my goal is to impact 1 million children, one book at a time. I know my books are making a difference because of the teachers and students' feedback. The teachers in the biggest slum in Kenya, Kibera, say that the books we send improve communication, grammar, and verbal skills. The students say that they get so immersed reading the books that it blocks the slum's noise and chaos and inspires them to write their own stories as authors. But every year, people throw away 640,000 tons of books. Precious books people desperately need. I feel like this is throwing away their opportunities. Let's all do our part to end illiteracy. Don't ever throw a book away. Instead, give them away. Give them to local libraries, schools, adult centers, homeless shelters, your neighbors, and community-based organizations like More Than Words, right here in Boston. My name is Tomi Dobbs. I am 10 years old. I urge you to take action and transform literacy. Let's join hands together and save children by saving books. Thank you.